Today we're taking a quick look at Sony's new 16 to 35mm f2.8 GM2 zoom lens. Now this lens serves as an upgraded version of Sony's original 16 to 35mm that they released over 6 years ago, and it features improved image quality and autofocus performance while simultaneously being smaller and lighter than before. But starting with the key specs, this is a 16 to 35mm ultra-wide zoom lens capable of shooting at a constant f2.8 aperture, which is an excellent focal range for landscape and architecture photography and a great aperture for low-light photos and videos. It features 15 lens elements in 12 groups as well as a floating focus mechanism, which allows this lens to be honestly very compact and lightweight given its zoom range and constant aperture. On the note of that compactness, the GM2 is 20% lighter and 10% smaller than the original 16 to 35, weighing just 547 grams and with a height of 111.5 millimeters tall. But despite being smaller and lighter than that previous lens, it packs in some major optical improvements, including enhanced resolution in the corners of the image, even at the wide 16mm end, suppressed chromatic aberration, a reduction of flaring and ghosting, and excellent close-up performance. That last point was especially noticeable in our testing. Whereas the original 16 to 35 had a minimum focusing distance of 11.1 inches across the zoom range, the GM2 features a minimum focusing distance of 8.6 inches across its full zoom range. On a flexible wide-angle lens like this is especially great for being able to get creatively framed photos that you wouldn't be able to get in focus otherwise. Autofocus performance has been improved as well. 4XD linear motors within the lens contribute to fast and precise autofocus tracking for both photo and video. The lens also features blackout-free shooting at up to 30 frames per second, as well as full autofocus tracking support while zooming. Finally, on the physical lens itself, you get everything you'd expect from a premium zoom lens from Sony. The focus ring at the top provides fine linear control for manual focusing. You get two customizable focus hold buttons on the top and side of the lens, as well as a focus mode and iris lock switch. One feature that's always great to see in any lens is the option to switch between clicked and declicked aperture on the fly, which the 16 to 35 thankfully features as well. Lastly, the entire lens has a hybrid metal and engineering plastic construction designed to strike a balance between high durability and portability. The 16 to 35 f2.8 GM2 lens is an excellent zoom option for any Sony photo or video shooter who's missing a lens with this range. And honestly, even if you have the original 16 to 35mm and you put a high value on portability, minimum focusing distance, and reduced flaring and chromatic aberrations, this upgraded version is worth a look as well. But what do you think of this lens? Let us know your hot takes in the comments below. I'm Nick with B&H. Stay creative.